Hey, fan family, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Jeff Cook. And in this episode, we went back to the Free Roam Brewery studio. And a special thanks to Jeremy Afelt for letting us take over his studio once again. It's truly a blessing to us. In this episode, we're joined by Wyatt Jones and Collin Edwards. They're freshmen at the Boerne Champion High School and members of the Bass Club of Champions. Last season, they put together an impressive freshman campaign on the Faith Angler Network tournament trail. They had a top 15 and a top 10 finish, and they earned a trip to the championship. All while Wyatt earned back-to-back Big Bass honors, including a youth body water record on Lake Belton. So join us. We're going to talk fishing, faith, hard work, and the lessons that are shaping the next generation of leaders. I'm Jeff Cook, and this is Real Talk.
Faith Angler Network, Real Talk, where faith, fishing, and friendships come together.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Real Talk. I'm your host, Jeff Cook, and we are in the Free Roam Studios in Boerne, Texas today. And we've got special guest Wyatt Jones and Collin Edwards. So we're super excited to have them in the studio today. Gentlemen, welcome.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello.
Secret handshake. Cool. Representing the Bass Club of Champions. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello, I'm Wyatt. I am the treasurer of the Bass Club of Champions. I'm a freshman at Boerne Champion, and I love fishing, hunting, and getting my hands dirty.
Hi, I'm Collin. I'm the secretary of the Bass Club of Champions. I love being outdoors, hunting, fishing, and I also like to get my hands dirty and work on stuff.
Very cool. Well, I got a lot of work that needs done at the house, so if you want to come over, we can get our hands dirty. It'd be awesome. Tell us something that maybe, not everybody knows about you.
Done an engine swap on my dad's old truck. That was pretty fun. I've done a lot more things than other 14-year-olds have done.
Okay.
I have my own lawn care business.
Well, that's pretty cool. Lawn care business. All right. So, what do you guys enjoy most outside of fishing?
I enjoy hunting and just working on stuff, just getting my hands dirty, fixing stuff, just everything.
All right.
I really like to just be outdoors.
Okay. Well, it makes sense. You're part of a fishing club. You guys hunt and fish. You do all kinds of really stuff. We're going to kind of get into that a little bit more later in the interview. But how long have you guys known each other?
About 2 years. We met in a class in 7th grade. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we've probably known each other for 2 years, but we've just really got to know each other this year mainly.
So I bet. I mean, you guys spend time on the water and you have a lot of time just to connect. And has that just the bond had gotten deeper over the course of the few years?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right. Tell me, who's more competitive?
Probably Collin.
Yeah, probably me.
Okay. Why do you say that?
Say Collin because he's always like going at it and
Okay.
hard at work fishing.
Very cool. I want to talk a little bit about Bass Club of Champions.
Yes, sir.
And what makes the Bass Club of Champions such a special team?
I just feel like the family, like it's a really good family, really good group, and I feel like service projects is pretty special.
Okay. Talk about service projects. Name a few of the projects you guys have done over the last few years.
So I know this year I only got the chance to go to one service project, but the one that I went to, it was called Homes for Troops, and we got to help like lay sod and do some landscaping for a home that was built for a troop.
For a service
Yes.
person? Very cool. What about you? What do you like about the service projects you guys have been involved with?
It just gets everybody together, just helping the community out.
Cool. So you're more competitive. You're just more chill.
Yeah.
All right. Who usually catches the biggest fish?
Me.
Have to say Wyatt this year.
It'd be
I don't
me.
know. Not next
Well,
year.
we're gonna get into that too. I think that was a loaded question because you had really a good big bass season,
Yes,
and we'll
sir.
get into that.
Yes, sir.
Who talks more on the boat?
It's pretty equal.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's
I
equal.
bet you two probably just talk up a
The
storm out
yeah.
there,
the,
don't
the,
you?
the speaker.
Huh?
The speaker talks the most.
The speaker talks the most.
Gotta have music.
So then, who's more patient?
Probably me.
Yeah.
Cause I mean it's kind of weird. Like it depends on like how we're fishing. Like if we're fishing finesse, it's pretty equal who's patient. But like if we're fishing like aggressive baits,
Mhm.
I'm probably a little bit more patient with it.
Okay. Well, I want to double click on that too a little bit more. I want to rewind the clock and kind of when did all this begin for you guys? How did you get into fishing, and then how did you get into the high school fishing? We'll start with you, Wyatt.
My grandpa, Papa Ricky,
Papa Ricky.
they had a little house down in Lake Corpus, and we did a little bit of catfishing there. And then what got me into the high school fishing was my brother, Hayden Jones. He did fishing with Fan for 1 year,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just figured I'd give it a try out and stuck with it.
Yeah. How about you, Colin?
For me, my grandpa Pop just really taught me like everything I know to do outdoors, hunting, fishing, and everything like that. But for me, what started my high school fishing was whenever I attended Bass Brigade. One night, everybody that was at Bass Brigade, instructors, cadets, they were all talking on the porch outside, and one of the cadets started talking, and he just was saying, like, if you're not in a high school team, just do it. It's so much fun, and just do it.
And so, first of all, my grandpa got me fishing too. So your story is, I think, generational, and for all of you dads are going to be grandpas, and all you grandpas, thank you, really heartfelt, because we're doing something that you had instilled in us at a very young age, and it's nice to see that just coming to fruition with you guys. Do you guys remember your first bass?
I do not. I remember
Your first fish. Then I'll break it down to a broader.
the first fish I ever catch. Remembering is we did a little community tournament out in Crystal City, Texas, and I caught a small catfish.
Okay.
So I don't know if I remember my first fish or bass, but I remember my first big bass. I was fishing with my grandpa on Lake LBJ, and I was fishing with a little Spider-Man rod. And this bass got on, and I started reeling, and he snapped my rod.
Yeah.
So it was a big fish, but
And what kind of rod was it again?
a Spider-Man rod.
Spider-Man didn't do its job that day.
No.
Wow. So when did it become more than a hobby for y'all? I mean, obviously you grew up with grandpa out at the creeks and lakes, and then you decided, I think I want to take this to the next level and compete in the high school level. When did you realize that, okay, this is more than a hobby?
When I started getting into the high school fishing and learning more about fishing, learning what to throw, what color, what lure, and when it got more expensive.
It's more than a hobby when it gets expensive. Well, I think. What about you?
I think probably the same thing. Whenever I got into high school, learning bait selection, how to use that specific bait, the best way to use it, and whenever the money starts going into fishing instead of just other random stuff.
Just to be clear, whose money are we talking about?
My dad makes me pay for my stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, same my money.
So you both are young entrepreneurs and doing business and doing things,
Sure.
so you can actually afford to buy your own lures.
Yes, sir.
So there's another lesson for y'all out there. Go, find a creative way to earn money and go get the baits you don't have to ask your family for, right?
Yes, sir.
That's pretty cool. So I just love this because the big connection that we have with the outdoors is lessons that we can learn and take with us anywhere. And so what has the outdoors taught y'all as you've kind of grown up to this phase in your life?
The outdoors have taught me a lot, just a lot about myself, a lot about uh, just everything about myself and getting closer to God.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I feel like the outdoors have taught me a lot especially whenever you're sitting in a blind and it's 100 degrees and you're sweating, kind of teaches you that you can you can have the patience to do that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the outdoors can, whether it's, freezing or hot, and you really get to appreciate the nice days you're out on the water. All right. Great season
Yes, sir.
this year.
Yes,
And
sir.
I want to talk a little bit about celebrating what you guys have accomplished this year. And if I have this right, yay, high five me. If I have it wrong, just correct me. I'll be good with that. 15th on Lake Belton, right? Top 20 finish.
yes.
8th at Coletto Creek.
Yes, sir.
We'll get to the Big Bass in a minute. You qualified for the championship.
Yes, sir.
Finished 36th, right, at the
Yes,
championship?
sir.
Yes.
Okay. How does that compare to the season before?
For me, it's a big, big, big difference because last year I only caught one fish the whole season, only one fish, and it was about a pound. And yeah, so this season we've got more fish. We've got higher on the leaderboard
Yeah.
and getting the championship.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations,
Thank-
Colin.
This was my first season, so
Okay.
it was just a really great first season for me.
Okay, so you let him get all the wrinkles out of it, and then you
Yeah.
just pop in and
Mhm.
just get on the podium.
You know, it
act
also
like-
you never know. It could be the partner. Just you only do good whenever you have a good partner.
Ooh. Ponder that. Real talk, folks. So again, a great season, and again, back to back, Shimano Big Bass. We'll get into that too. But what accomplishments are you most proud of?
My accomplishment I'm most proud of is walking the stage at weigh-in for the first time
Mhm.
and getting the big bass
Yeah.
at Belton.
How does that make you feel?
Just I was excited. Just I couldn't believe it at first. I was like, "Whoa, really?"
Mhm.
And I just was excited.
Yeah, I mean, you should. You should. And I will get to you just a minute. But I want to focus on this for a little bit because you did the first one, the Big Bass. What lake was that?
Belton.
Lake Belton, and it was a smallmouth bass.
Yes, sir.
It was a
509,
it's a 509.
508.
We'll post it up here too. I got a picture of it for you.
Yes, sir.
So a beautiful smallmouth bass on Lake Belton. Your first big bass. Pretty astonishing moment.
Yes, sir.
And I talked to you a little bit. You were really happy for him too. You both were hoo-hooting.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Like we were catching like smaller fish right on the border of keeping and not, and then all of a sudden there's just like a huge fish in the boat, and it's
Just a huge
it's
fish.
just a huge fish in the boat.
Yeah. Whenever the fish got on it, I got it right next to the boat. It's still in the water. I thought I caught a catfish because
Yeah.
I thought I saw little whiskers coming out of
Whiskers?
it. And then when we got on the boat, I'm like, whoa, big old bass.
What did you catch that fish on?
Whopper plopper.
Oh man. So you caught a 5-pound smallmouth on a topwater bait.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Was your heart pounding?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
When it came up and smacked it, I was like, oh
Whoa. And then the next tournament, Coletto Creek. Oh, tough day.
oh yeah.
Tough day. But you caught one fish, right?
Yes, one fish.
And in 3.5 pounds.
Yes, sir.
We'll put that up
Yeah,
there too.
sure.
The second big bass for you back to back,
Yes, sir.
and an 8th place finish.
Yes, sir.
So tell us about that day because you guys were out there hammering. It was a rough day. I mean,
yeah.
candidly, if you'd have caught one more fish or two more fish, you probably would have led the tournament.
Yes, sir.
But big bass, 8th place, and tell us about that.
Belton and Coletto Creek was a big difference in weather and just how the fishing went. Because at Belton, it was just fish after fish and catching constantly fish the whole day. And then on Coletto, it was just one fish. That's it. And we caught it about the last hour and a half. It's just a tough day fishing in stick-ups.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like it was just our captain told us it's just as many stumps and little trees that you can hit. You just hope there's a fish there. And like normally on these tournaments, sometimes our captain Aiden, he'll be hammering them. Like, so that morning, I think he caught 2 and then he put his rod down. So I picked it up because I thought it was a good bait and still nothing.
Okay. So that had to elevate your confidence, right? I mean, so that helps a lot. So last season, you had 1 fish already. You're coming into this season and you've got back-to-back big bass. You're catching more fish.
Sure.
Tell us what that felt like, knowing that your confidence it's tremendous. Confidence is extremely important in tournament fishing. How did that boost your confidence, and how did you use that confidence to go on and finish out the season to qualify for the championship?
Just it helped me like keep going, keep on trying to get the fish, trying to get just get fish.
Yeah.
Get points.
And I know we focused on the big bass, but you contributed too, because his fish didn't get you to the championship.
Mm-hmm.
You had to contribute fish too. So how did you feel that confidence, knowing we're higher in the points? I see this opportunity to qualify for the championship. How did that propel you to just go fish stronger and harder?
Well, I mean, I feel like it made us, since we knew we had a chance, it made us want it more. So, like, I feel like we just kept trying as hard as we can, and we went at it every tournament.
Okay. Yeah, that's exciting. And I think we got to acknowledge at the time that was that 5.5 smallmouth was a youth body record.
Yes, sir.
Is that correct? Did
Yes,
you
sir.
able to get all that paperwork in? We're still working on that.
I think we're still working on that.
All right. Let me know if I can help, because I have some contacts there. So not only the Shimano Big Bass of the tournament, it was a youth body water record for Lake Belton for the smallmouth bass.
Yes, sir.
So that's, name in the record books, kind of cool. So let's go on down into some other questions. We're going to talk about just getting preparation. Talk about preparing. Do you guys, or walk us through how you prepare for a tournament?
So Collin and his dad do most of the research, like where to fish, what to throw. I kind of just study maps a little bit, like see little coves, little points. Just find out where to go, and that's about it. About what I do.
So you do all the heavy lifting, it sounds
So
like. You do all
pretty
the
much
research.
me and my dad have to do all the research because he says he doesn't know how. So, but
it's a whole nother podcast right there.
we normally,
it's working.
yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
We normally just research what we can. We haven't fished much, so we just try to get all the information we can and just
all
and
online.
then-
So you're consuming this online information
And
just to get knowledge.
if you can, talk to people too. Like if you know any local fishermen or people that have fished that lake before that did good, try to talk to them too, see what worked, what didn't.
Like fishing reports online and stuff like that. Do you guys study maps?
I study a little bit of maps.
Okay.
Just see what might look good, shallow and shallow deep spots. Steep
Cliffs and ledges.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The topography, right? I think that's really
And
good.
I know my dad and I look at contour maps too. So
That's great. And that's even gotten a lot more advanced too, because it used to be just paper maps. Now you can get on and do it online too. Would you say you guys rely on electronics a lot, or is it just research and gut?
So we don't have electronics really. Like they're on the boat, but we don't know how to use them really.
That's fair. Yeah. I'm the same way. I mean, don't ask me to get out there and start looking at forward facing.
I think the only thing we have is I think we have side scan, but we really just use that to look at structure.
Yeah, all we do is just Oh, that looks good over there. Oh, that looks good over there.
Yeah,
There you go.
mainly it's like points and drop offs.
Okay. Yeah, so you got a confidence level in how you like to fish, and the kind of your analysis on the water after your research says, okay, this kind of fits what we like to do. We're going to go there because it has whatever it is, ledges, trees, whatever it is, and then you just go based on your confidence. Okay. How much practice do you guys get to go do?
We try to pre-fish, but our
Our schedules
schedules
didn't
just
really.
they have everything.
The
You're
only
working, man. It's
the
hard
only
to practice because you're out there hustling and grinding, man.
yeah, the only pre-fish we got was the championship.
Okay, because it was a Saturday.
Hmm.
Sure.
Okay. So what do you try to learn in practice?
Just spots what works, pretty much.
Yeah, once we get a couple bites on this one lure, put the rod away and
Try a
fish.
new one.
Yeah, try something new.
Okay. So when you go and you say, all right, we're going to be at whatever lake, you prepare, you get your rods ready. Is it always the same kind of setup, or do you mix it up depending on the lake you're going to fish? And then how do you decide what rod and tackles to start your day with?
So it depends on like time of year and like obviously the lake, because like like stained water, temperature, just stuff like that.
Absolutely.
How deep you want to go?
Mhm.
Uh,
So do you have confidence baits?
Yeah.
What are they?
For me, it's probably a spinnerbait.
Oh, wow. Okay, great. Fast moving.
for me, it's gonna be Whopper Plopper.
I guess.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
That's where I wish I could figure out Jeremy's buttons. Blah, blah. How important is communication with you as you guys are preparing? You spend a lot of time talking before you show up at the lake?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We get on the phone. We try to meet in person. Just so we don't have two of the same bait. We're not.
Okay. So you don't throw the same thing. You're alternate. You're definitely throwing two different types of.
Mainly, unless I feel like the only time we've thrown the same thing is like if it's a Texas rig,
and it's working.
if it's working real well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Tournament morning arrives. You've done all your homework. Rods are rigged. Now it's time to compete. What's going through your mind? And what do you do after that?
I feel like it's hoping our research pays off and just hoping it helps.
Just double check everything. Make sure everything's looking good.
Make sure the plug's in the boat.
Make sure the plug's in the boat.
Nets in the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how long do you stay committed to your game plan? Right when you get out in that first hour, 2 hours, when do you make an adjustment?
When it stops working. So if our game plan works all day, then we're gonna stick to it. But if it's only gonna work for an hour and a half or 2 hours, we'll have to change and just kind of hope based on looking at spots.
So, how long do you wait before you know it's not working? So you can be throwing a Texas rig and you've got 1, 2, 3, whatever it is, and then all of a sudden, is it 30 minutes? It's not working, change out, move, or is it an hour?
So if we haven't caught a fish, maybe we'll try and use a different lure. But if like none of the lures that we have tied on are working, then it's probably time to change. And
Tell me a time this season where you had to do that, where you got out there and it just wasn't working, you had to pivot, or did you?
So I feel like maybe at the championship, we were catching them in the morning. We found these 2 main lake points on Saturday that were kind of working. And there was a little island right outside of where we took off, but we were probably going to plan on going to the island, but there was already 2 boats on it after we took off. So we just went to our 2 main lake points, started getting bites. We got 1 fish in the boat, and then it kind of died off.
We could have had 3, but
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Wyatt, he couldn't set the hook on a few, and then he finally got a good hook set on one, and he tried to boat flip it instead of letting my dad get the net.
Oh, no. Well, yeah, it's okay. I mean, you got to learn,
Mhm.
I think everybody's experienced that. Does that change now when you're out there? Are you going to boat flip a fish, or are you going to net them all? Or is it just a gut call at the moment?
Yeah, just like a gut, like
Okay.
Like if you
Like
think
if it's a huge fish, probably need to wait for the net. But if it's like smaller, maybe like you think maybe it'll make the cut.
Yeah.
But if it's like just an obvious thing, probably just want to get it in the water faster.
Yeah, I think it's just my experience is if you've got the net handy and it's a keeper, unless it's going to delay something, it's flipping. There's a risk in flipping. You see these pros out there flipping 4-pounders. That's all cool until the day they lose a 4-pounder
Yeah.
and $100,000. And it happens. It does happen. So what do you admire most about each other's style?
He's always just focused on just catching fish, seeing what works. He's just focused the whole day,
Okay.
going at it.
And you admire that.
I don't really know if I like. I'm okay with how he fishes, but I wouldn't fish like the way he does. Like sometimes he'll do something that I don't like, and I'll just kind of ignore it. But
And then he catches a 5-pounder.
And then
I guess I probably
like
okay.
whenever he caught that 5-pounder, he was like just like randomly jerking his whopper plopper and like then pausing it, but it worked. So
Well, that's how you learn because there's I'm going to say there's really no right way to work a bait. You kind of have to let the fish tell you what they like. And a lot of mistakes, and maybe that was, I want to call that a mistake, but a lot of people realize when you're fishing a bait, maybe you're like, it's not working. You reel it in real fast. All of a sudden, something takes it. Put that up here and say, that fish just chased a fast moving bait, right? And it could be a Texas rig. I've had fish do that where I'm just winding it in, slam it. So you take that and you go, okay, maybe I'm going to try that now. And you start realizing those fish we're going to chase bait. So you learn that from your top water, your whopper plopper, just doing something different. If you were typically doing, jerk, pause, it may not have eaten. So you moved it, right? Is that kind of what I'm picking up that happened here?
Yeah, and sometimes I'll just run it, split up real quick and take a big pause and then do it again.
Mhm.
And that almost worked my 7th grade season, but
Okay.
it didn't.
Doesn't always work. Let's talk a little bit. Imagine there's 7th graders out there, 6th graders out there watching today, and they're dreaming about fishing their first tournament. Coach them a little bit. What's the biggest mistake young anglers make? What's the one thing young anglers should master? What advice would you give them as you guys have come in young and still kind of learning? What would you share with those in our audience?
Yeah, so the younger anglers, they don't have so much patience. They don't have a lot of patience. They're like just out there and just expecting a lot of fish. They need to take more time, just be more patient, and they should learn more about what to throw, what colors, like if you want to be high or low in the water column,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah.
Okay. All right.
I feel like one mistake we make a lot, like we did this at the championship. We were catching fish on these 2 main lake points, and then it stopped for 15 minutes, and we were like, oh, it died. So we went to go move, and who knows, maybe you could have stayed for another 15, and maybe you would have caught a fish. Because if you know that you've been catching fish, might still be more there.
Yeah, I think it's a good point. Sometimes the fish just take a break or they come back. So staying on a spot, if you have a lot of confidence, pays off. Don't give up on it too soon. So does expensive equipment matter, or is confidence more important?
Confidence a lot. It's a lot more important than how much a bait costs. Because you could go out there with a $2 worm and a hook, and you can go out there and catch big fish. You don't need to have a $100 glide bait or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Thoughts on that?
I'd say like having an expensive reel might be nice. Like I have one DC, Shimano SLX DC, and it's really nice to have, but I don't need it. Like I would be fine with a $50 bait caster.
Okay. So if you could leave, for everyone kind of watching, one tip that they could use the next weekend they go out, what would you say?
Know where you're going. Like, know what fish are where you're going, and know kind of like do your research, get to know what lures to throw and stuff like
Okay.
that.
Be prepared.
Yeah, just be prepared. Just just be prepared.
Be prepared.
Be prepared.
I believe that's the Boy Scout rule. Be prepared. Okay. You guys are obviously having a great season, done a great season, enjoying fishing, but we're more than fishing. I read your bios. Both of you guys stay incredibly busy.
Yes, sir.
Wyatt, talk about your small engine repair.
Just started doing it about 5-6 months ago.
And it's a business that you go seek people to repair their.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I have business cards, but no one's calling me back at this point.
Oh no! So what do you repair? Give us a commercial.
Just put me on the spot.
I did.
Chainsaws, 2-stroke engines, lawnmowers, push mowers, just everything with a small engine.
Okay. Very cool. And you've been doing it now for how long?
About 5-6 months.
All right. If you're in Boerne and you need a small engine repair, put him to work.
Please.
Because then you'll go work on the ranch.
Yes, sir.
What do you do on the ranch?
On the ranch, I just tell my grandma, she tells me all this stuff to do, give me a whole checklist, and just get it done. Like, I'll trim trees, cut down trees, fix stuff that she needs to
Anything. You're just a regular Rit out of Yellowstone. You go out and do it all.
Yes, sir. Jack of all trades.
There you go. And I see teaching younger students. What do you do with teaching younger students?
I just help them build their self-confidence.
Okay.
Just helping them.
How does that work? How do you find these youngsters that you mentor in that regard?
I taught at jiu-jitsu here in Boerne.
Okay.
And just help them.
Okay, so that's how you did it through that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. That's very, very, very good. And volunteering with Fan and Vacation Bible School.
Sure.
You want to talk a little bit about that?
For Fan, whenever my brother fished for that 1 year,
Mhm.
I helped y'all set up the whole stage and everything.
Yes.
And
run fish.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And then at Vacation Bible School, I help with my grandma. We serve Gatorade and snacks and stuff off the porch.
Very cool.
For the kids. And
okay. Very cool. What have those experiences taught you about just responsibility?
They've just taught me to step up and just help.
Just step up and help.
Help the community.
All right, Collin, focus on you for a moment. Tell us about Texas Youth Hunting Program.
So I feel like TYHP is a good program for youth hunters and volunteers. I know I've volunteered at 2 camping expeditions, one of them being a junior hunt master. And then I've gone on 1 deer hunt, and I went on an elk hunt in September last year, an exotic elk hunt. But you can also take Workshop 101. That's how you be eligible to go on those exotic hunts.
Okay. There's a classroom you got to take, and then you get to go. Did you?
It's a 1-day class, like about these exotic animals, and then equipment and stuff that you would need.
Wow, I bet that was pretty exciting. So a junior hunt master. What in the world is a junior hunt master? I want to be one of those.
So you would be a hunt master. A junior hunt master is because I'm I'm a junior. So
okay.
Basically, it's a 2-day training about you do like training on basically everything you need to know, like information, gun safety. They do this activity called blind find. You have to go find the blinds because you would be probably taking people to their hunting blinds and just training and stuff like that.
Wow, that's pretty exciting. And then I think we spoke a little bit about the Bob White Brigade. Tell us more about that.
So that was a 4-day camp that I attended. I feel like it was 3 weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago, and it was super fun. You learn all about quail anatomy, about what they eat, where they live, and they have a skeet shooting competition with a range safety officer there, and it's just super fun.
That's really cool. Golly, all these neat programs. Champ Camp?
Yes, so I volunteered 2 weeks there as a team leader, and you basically mentor little kids, teach them about God, and it's a fun way for them to learn about God.
And you also have a lawn care business.
Yes, so
So do you send your broken lawnmowers to him for repair? I got to ask that question.
no, I fix my own stuff too.
Trying to get you some business,
I
man.
know.
Okay, so tell us about your lawn care business. Where do you service, and how, if you want to share how people can get a hold of you?
So I do it around my neighborhood and around Boerne a little bit too.
Okay.
My dad had the idea during like the fall to buy like a leaf mulcher and go around and pick up and bag leaves for people.
Okay.
And then it just evolved into pressure washing, mowing, trimming bushes, and now it's full business.
Full business. Well, that's really cool. Kind of listening to y'all. It's obvious that families had a huge influence on you, from
Yes, sir.
grandpa to mama to your parents. But how do you balance school, your academics, fishing, hunting, work, and family, and still find time to do what's important?
I would say prioritize, like put what's most important first and then just go down the list and try to find time for everything.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's what about I do. I just get my school stuff done. Just try to get it knocked out at school, and then on the weekends I have the if my dad wants to take me to go hunting, he can take me to go hunting, and if I have time to go fishing, I'll go fishing.
All right. So kind of this segment of the podcast, we'll talk a little bit about kind of what brings it all together to me, and that's faith, family, and purpose. And so fishing brought you all together, but your faith and family and your character is what kind of keeps you and takes you. How has your faith grown over the last few years? And Collin, I'll lead with you this time.
I feel like I don't know if it's grown over the past few years, but I feel like over this year a little bit, started more prayer, better worship, and tried to read the Bible more.
Okay.
Yeah, it's for the last 3 years. My friend invited me to go to church on Wednesdays for youth worship, and that just boosted my relationship with God.
That's great. That's great. Just someone inviting you to a youth group.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what would you say Faith Angler Network has meant to you with regards to your faith, and not so much about fishing, but has Fan had any impact on you in that regard?
Fan helped me with my faith a little bit, going out there fishing and just giving God a prayer. Yes, sir. Get us there and back safely.
Amen.
Mm.
Yeah. And
Same thing, you get out there and start your morning with a prayer.
Yeah. No, that's good. Have you ever experienced God in a special way while you're out fishing?
I feel like he looked over us and kept us safe on Waco because on pre-fish day it was super choppy and our boat ended up taking on water.
Mhm.
So we had to like beach our boat and start bailing out water.
Oh, wow.
But
yes, sir.
I feel like he kept us safe in that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a good captain.
Yes. I feel like my dad kept us very safe there too.
Good. That's good. Anything on that?
Yeah, it just washed over us at Waco. That was scary for me because I've never been in that situation of there being a foot of water, 6 inches of water in the boat,
Okay.
and just because we were still out from the shore a little bit.
Mhm.
I'm like, well, are we gonna get back in time before it starts going down?
Oh, dear. Well, yeah, you could always call. We come out. We'll swim out there and get you. Um, so do you either of you have a favorite Bible verse?
Joshua 1:9.
Okay. Do you know it?
Uh, have have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go.
Mm, that's what you lean on when you're taking on a little bit of water over the bow.
Yes, sir.
All right. What about you? Do you have a favorite Bible verse?
Yes, my favorite is John 3:16.
Mm-hmm.
It's for God so loved the world that he sent his one and only son Jesus to die on the cross for our sins, so we shall not perish but have eternal life.
Yeah. That is one of the most important verses for us to take our journey into following Christ. Why are those verses meaningful to you?
They're meaningful to me because it just don't fear transit like stuff happening in your life, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that verse just really shows how much God truly loves us.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so true. So, am I right? You guys are both freshmen?
Yes, sir.
All right. You're already thinking about your future. Tell us about FFA.
I've not started FFA yet.
I know, but what do you want to accomplish in FFA?
Rate taking care of my own animal.
Okay, good. Nothing wrong with that. You should be able to take care of your own animal.
Yes, sir.
What are you raising?
I hope a pig.
Okay, I hope a pig. Fair enough. Okay, and I've got welding, diesel mechanics, and aviation mechanics written
sir.
down. Tell me about those.
Welding. Because my dad wants me to get into welding because I already know so much about mechanics.
Okay.
So I've been wanting to get into welding. I got 2 welding projects in the process. And diesel mechanic, just I want to learn more about working on diesels because they're a lot different than cars.
Oh yeah.
And gas engines.
Okay. And aviations?
Yes, sir.
You're gonna work on jets?
I hope. Yeah, people have been telling me aviation mechanics is like really fun and just working on jets.
Well, you got a lot on your plate there, you
Yes,
know.
sir.
I'm excited to see how all that unfolds for you. So, Collin, you got wildlife biology, animal science, conservation. Where are we going with all this?
So I would like to be a wildlife biologist when I grow up, and I feel like another thing like conservation, we really need conservation because if we don't teach conservation to our next generations, we can lose our hunting and fishing rights, and our next generations won't be able to hunt and fish and enjoy what we love to do.
No, absolutely.
Have to be living on fast food instead of hunting their own stuff.
Yeah, no, that's so important. And quite honestly, there's so many people that don't even know where food comes from. But
Sure.
that's another podcast altogether.
Yes, sir.
So if we sat down together in 5 years, what do you hope has changed, not as fishermen, but as young men? What would you like to say you have accomplished or would like to have accomplished? I'll give you some clues. Husband, father, leader, a man. What do you hope to become?
Just become a better man. Be closer with God. Be there for people.
Okay, I think that's severe. There's no magic answer here. Colin, what do you say?
I would probably say around the same thing. I like to have a lot better of a relationship with God, and I just, yeah.
Okay. Guys, thanks both y'all for coming in today. I really enjoyed. I learned a lot about y'all today that honestly it doesn't quite come across in your bios, and so I think that's been real good for me to learn a little bit about you and get to watch. And so, guys, you know, I watch what they're doing out here in Boerne, and you've represented your families well. Bass Club of Champions, high school fishing team. we're just so excited that you came in, and just a great testament to who you are as young men,
Sure.
who you are as fishermen, and can't wait to see what God's got in store for you guys. So, guys, if you like what we're doing here, like, comment, and subscribe. That is the one thing you can do to help us get more visibility to other people that would love to hear this messages and messages like this. Also, leave a comment on what's your favorite lake to fish, and we'll do that, and we'll see how that comes out. Thank you, guys.
Yes, sir.
I really am super glad you came in,
Thank you.
and that's
Sure.
it.
Thank you.
What do we say? Goodbye. See you later. Adios, amigos.
Adios.
Adios.
Thanks for watching Real Talk.
Keep fishing.
Thanks for watching this episode of Real Talk, where faith, family, and fishing come together. This episode was brought to you by Shimano USA, Quality Fishing Tackle.